Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, it is day 7 of the Christmas live streams. We're a little early today. We are 1 hour early as I have a coaching call in a little bit. And this is a coaching call where the client and we get on really well and we end up talking for like 3 hours. Like these coaching calls just regularly go for 3 hours. I didn't want to do this live stream and then immediately go into the coaching call with him for 3 hours. I thought I would die. So we're here early. I can see a bunch of you were here early already. I appreciate you guys. I genuinely wasn't sure if anybody would come, given I gave you absolutely barely any notice that I'm doing it earlier. Expert Sheet Clapper says, I thought they'd be bigger. He's talking about my bowls. And so I showed him just for full context, I showed him my bowls, guys, and he thought they'd be a bit bigger. It's okay. They're a healthy, normal size. Okay. It's not about the size, it's how you use them. Xander says, good morning. Hello, you fucking legend. Good job yesterday, bro. Like, good job coming on the live stream and then having just like so many freaking tech issues, but then powering through, man. I think you did a really good job. And I hope I ended up answering your question. I don't know if you heard my answer, because if I was in your position trying to fix tech issues and get shit working, and then some guy's trying to coach me at the same time, I probably wouldn't be listening to him. I'd be too busy trying to sort out my tech issues and freaking out a little bit. So if you haven't already, man, you can go back and listen to the live stream, like the recording from yesterday. And like after you left, after I sort of kicked you out or like took you off the call, I did end up like answering your question a little bit, but you might have been a little bit preoccupied and stressed, brother, to like actually pay attention to what I said. SK says, yo, hello, my friend. Expert Cheek Clapper says, I got a mini Christmas tree today, sitting here in my Darth Maul Christmas jumper. Dude, can we get a selfie? Can you like, you can email it to me if you want, and I can show it on the screen. You don't have to show your face, but can we see this like Christmas jumper you got, brother? Like, I want to see this, man. Brandon says, hello, my friend. How you doing? Zenda says, yeah, I'm still embarrassed by that. Yeah, man. Like, let's fucking talk about that a little bit if you want to. Like, I'll be honest, dude. I'd be embarrassed too. Yeah, no shit, dude. Like, I guess, like, how do you feel? Is there a feeling of like, all right, this is my chance. I get to come on and talk to Andy and I get to be in front of the audience. All right, okay, let's do a good job. And then you get on there and just like everything goes to shit. Like, like, how do you feel? Because, like, to be honest, man, we all thought it was hilarious and not laughing at you. We were laughing with you, brother. We were like, holy shit, everything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong right now. Like, all right, this is it. This is my chance to shine. Oh, no, fuck. Oh, I'm nervous. Mum's spaghetti. It's all falling apart. Like, we all thought it was funny and we weren't laughing at you. But, like, how are you feeling, dude? Like, embarrassment is just a word. Go a little deeper. I guess, like, what stories, what expectations did you have? Did you expect that you'd do a decent job? Is there a feeling of like, fuck, like I look like an idiot in front of a bunch of people? If that's the feeling, then dude, do you know how many times I've looked like an idiot in front of a bunch of people? Like, there's some freedom in that. Like, looking like a complete moron. And I don't think you looked like a moron, but you might feel like that. You feel like a complete fucking idiot, but nothing bad happens. And like, none of us are going to shame you, man. Like, we might laugh, but we're going to be laughing with you, brother. I promise we're not laughing at you. But there's almost a freedom in like looking like an idiot and then everybody still accepts you anyway. Everybody still loves you. Like, look what Mike just fucking said. This is like a better way of phrasing what I'm trying to clumsily say. Xander, I promise you, none of us think less of you, bro. Yeah, like, because that could happen to literally any of us, dude. Like, do you know how many times I've had tech issues? Guys, last year on the fucking live streams, these live streams I did last year, there was a day when my microphone just wasn't working and I wasn't watching the chat. This is why I now in these live streams respond to all of your messages as soon as I see you guys start to reply. And I try and keep up with the chat, because last year there was just a day where I'm talking for like 10 minutes and I just wasn't looking at the chat and I was just muted, or like my microphone wasn't plugged in or some shit. And I'm just talking and everyone's like, Andy, bro, we can't hear you. Bro, we can't hear you. Bro, there's nothing happening. Bro, am I going crazy, or can anyone else hear Andy? No, we can't hear him either. And I'm just like talking. I'm just like going on and I'm like reading messages in the chat. And then finally I get down to where everyone's like, bro, your microphone. And I was like, oh shit, can you guys not hear me? And everyone's like, yeah. See, look, Brandon remembers it. Brandon's like, yeah, I remember when your mic didn't work. Yeah. Everyone's just like, Andy, 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 it's not working. Hello, help, Andy, someone email him, someone slap him in the face, someone like scream at him to tell him it's not working. I'm just sitting there fucking talking like an idiot to nobody. And so I promise it's just not you. Dude, do you know how many times I've recorded content as well? And just my microphone wasn't plugged in or something. And you guys know sometimes I ramble. I've done like 1 hour long videos. I pour my heart and soul into it. It's so passionate. And then I go back to watch it and it's just muted. And I'm like, oh God. I've even uploaded a video that had like no audio in it. I've uploaded a video where the audio just cut out at the end. Like it just like for the last half of it, it's just dead. And people in the comments are like, bro, am I going crazy or did this audio just die? And I'm like, oh no. I uploaded a podcast last week or like 2 weeks ago. And one of my coaching clients privately messaged me and he was like, hey man, I think you didn't edit this podcast because there's long periods of time where you're just not saying anything. And there's times where you're like clearing your throat and coughing. Like, did you forget to edit that out? And I was like, oh God, oh no. Did I upload like the raw version where I'm just sitting there for like 30 seconds trying to think of what to say next? Like, oh my fucking God. So it's not just you, Xander. Like we've all looked like a big freaking goofball. As expert cheek clapper said, it's okay to laugh at yourself, bro. Yeah, it's healing to laugh at yourself and not laughing at yourself in a bullying way of like, wow, I'm such an idiot, I'm such a loser, but laughing in a way of like releasing. You're almost releasing the pressure to be good. This is why the very first article that I ever wrote was give yourself permission to suck. And when you can start to have a bit of humility and like laugh at yourself and say, you know what, fine, I'm a bit of a goofball sometimes. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Nobody gave me an instruction manual when I was born. They just like, welcome to Earth, bitch. Good luck. Hope you figure out how to walk and stop shitting in your own pants. Like, you're on your own. And obviously, we have people that help us. We're not completely on our own, but it can feel like we're on our own sometimes. And so, if you can accept all of that, that you're just a messy, imperfect human who looks like a fucking retard sometimes, like the quicker you can embrace that, the easier life becomes. Because you'll do more approaches, you'll make more money, you'll have more friends, you'll tell more jokes, and some of them won't land, and you'll go, ah ha ha, look at how much of an idiot I am. Like everything gets smoother when you can just laugh at yourself a bit. Expert cheek clapper sent us a picture. Oh shit. Oh dude, okay. It's reversed though. How do I whatever. I'm gonna show it off on stream in reverse. This is your fault. It's mirrored. It still looks cool though. I want to know where you got this. Look, gents. Look at this nerd. Look at this absolute turbo nerd that we all love. Look at this. Look at this. This is cool. I like this. Sith, although it actually says HTIS. Hittis. Hittis. And then I can't read that word. That's cool, dude. Oh, no way. You got the little droids down the bottom. Are you serious? And the Christmas trees? This is cool. Where'd you get this? This is cool. What do you got there? You got fighters? Oh my God. I can't quite see what that is. Is that the Death Star? I can't quite see that. This is cool, man. Lots of detail in this. Look at that beard too. Look at that beard up top. That handsome fuck. Also, actually, while we're here, guys, let me show. While we're showing off expert cheek clappers, cool cool shit. Let me show you guys some artwork that he made too. This shit's like fucking boss. It's a Federation ship. Oh, okay. Trade. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. But let me send you these Christmas cards that he made. Our boy is talented, guys. He wears cool jumpers and he does artwork. Here you go. Look at these Christmas cards, boys. So Expert Cheek Clapper made these. Let me zoom in a bit. Look at this shit, guys. There's like a little gingerbread man on here. Look at this artwork, guys. Is this not insane? The fuck is this shit? This is so good. Look at this shit, guys. And then this one, what's this one? We got another little gingerbread boy. He likes his gingerbread boys. Look at this. You got these little lights over here. Look at this shit. And the snow. Dude, this is like insane. You're like insanely talented, Expert Cheek Clapper. This is like crazy. This is like crazy good. This one's my favorite. You got another little gingerbread boy. He's waving to Santa. By the way, Santa is a conspiracy to get you to not ask the right questions. Wake up, sheeple. Um, I'm joking. Santa's real, by the way. I want to make that very clear. Santa comes down my chimney every single holiday season. Santa has a big load for me that he drops down my chimney. He always loves to come in my chimney. But yeah, expert cheek clapper, dude. These are cool. These are really good, dude. You're very talented. If any of you, by the way, want to share anything with me, you can always just email me, andy@killyourinnerloser.com. If that becomes too annoying, at some point we might get maybe like a Google Drive going or something, and you guys can just dump stuff in there. But yeah, you guys are always welcome for now to email me, andy@killyourinnerloser. Any artwork you want to show off, like any wins you want to show off, I don't know, a fucking selfie or something, whatever you guys want to share, you're always welcome to email it to me. Obviously, understand that I will then be showing it on stream if you email me something, but I can keep you anonymous. Like I won't read out your name or anything like that. Eric says, I asked out 2 girls today, both no's. Absolute legend, dude. Last night I was at the bar and a cute girl had a really pink drink. I said, that's an interesting color drink. She said, nothing, but pointed at the me. Maybe she doesn't know how to talk yet, dude. You got to understand, bro, talking and communication is hard, and some people are just not that great at it. And I'm kind of making a joke, but I'm also being serious. Like, there have been okay, let's get serious for a second, like, because this will help you not take stuff like this personally. I don't know if you're taking this personally, but like, this is a win, by the way. So congratulations doing this. But like, I have had women that I hit on where I walk up and I'm like, hey, you know, I thought you were super cute and I want to come say hi. And then they just look at me and they're like, okay. And then they walk off. And that's the whole conversation. Not like, thank you, that's really nice of you. Or like, hey, look, I'm not interested. Or like, wow, I really appreciate that. I hope you have a nice day. Or like, wow, that's so cool. Like, you're so confident saying that, but like, I'm not interested, but thank you. They're just like, okay. And at first, this stuff used to really bother me. I would take it very personally and I would be very insecure and be like, maybe it's something wrong in my approach. No, it's not. It's just like part of talking to random strangers that didn't ask you to talk to them. Some of them are not interested in communicating. But I used to take it very personally. I think there was something wrong with me. I would then do like what you've done, which is the next step. Like, so this is good. This is progress. What you've written here is progress. The next step after taking it personally is blaming them, where you go, she's rude, she's a bitch, what's wrong with her, why can't she communicate? Like, what you've written here is the next step. And then the next step after that is to understand why it happens, which, you know, I'm trying to explain right now. Some people just aren't very good at communication, and you are a random stranger who just started talking to them. Sometimes people are in a bad mood. They don't feel like talking. We've all had days like that, you know, where you're walking out on the street and maybe a salesperson or someone who's trying to get you to donate to charity or something, they say to you like, hi, how's it going? Or they're overly friendly or something. And it's almost like the nicer they are, the more you don't want to talk to them because it's a reflection that you're in a bad mood right now. It makes you feel more angry and more pissed off that you're not in a good mood. And so they're super friendly and you're just like, go away. Like, like you're not friendly, or you just ignore them. Like we've all been in positions like that. We've all felt like that. And so when you hit on women, some of them are just in that mood where they're just like, leave me the fuck alone. They might not say that to you, but they will just do what this girl did. They'll point at the menu. Or like the girl that I said I hit on recently, who was just like, okay. And like, that's all she can give me because she's not in a good mood or she's not ready for it or she doesn't want to talk. And so the next level of evolution with this stuff is to understand why it happens. Sometimes people are just in a bad mood and it's nothing that you did. And it's not even that they were rude. Like you could say she was rude and like, yeah, if we want to call it rude, we can call it rude, but she just wasn't super friendly. And I prefer to tell that story because if I go around saying women are rude or that woman was rude or she was mean, when I label people as rude, I then almost feel like I have to watch out for it. Like I have to be careful. I don't want to meet the next rude woman or she was rude and then I feel angry. I feel like someone's done something against me. Like she was rude to me. I feel almost entitled, you know, like I'm entitled to people being nice to me. No one should be rude to me. But if I instead just say, she was kind of just like neutral, which is what she really was. Like, I don't think she was rude. You could say she was rude, but you could also just say she pointed to something on the menu. Like, that's all. She was like neutral. She was ambivalent. She just didn't care about you. If I say, like, oh, yeah, this person was just neutral, then I don't feel like I've been harmed. It doesn't make me as angry. I actually feel better if I just say like, oh yeah, she wasn't super friendly, but like whatever. She just didn't say much. And then you'll be able to move past it and get over it quick. But all of that said, man, everything that you've written here is like part of this process, bro. Like you go and hit on people and like some of them just do not know how to communicate or they don't want to communicate. Like that's very normal. And you'll really start to see that the more you do it. But I really want to point out, man, this is a huge win. You hit on 3 girls. I mean, I guess yeah, we can call it hitting on the third girl. Like you would have hit on her, correct? You started the conversation and said, that's an interesting colored drink. If she'd said something like, "Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like it." Then you would have probably hit on her, correct? So you basically hit on 3 girls. That's amazing. You directly asked out 2 girls, absolute legend. And then you started a conversation with another girl, absolute legend. And I've said this a lot. When you go out to bars and clubs, some girls will be a little bit less friendly than during the daytime because they're drunk or they might be on drugs or you're in a space where I've done content on this. A lot of men, some men, let's just say some men. It's rare, but it happens enough. Some men are not very respectful in bars and clubs. Like if you guys have female friends, ask your female friends, have you ever been touched inappropriately in a club or a bar? 100% of them will be like, yeah, of course I have. And then you go, what does that mean? Like explain it to me. And they'll be like, whoa, like fuck, okay. Like 3 months ago, this guy just grabbed my tits. And I was like, ew, excuse me, what the hell are you doing? You just grabbed my tits. And he's like, ha ha ha. And then he walked off. Or he just said, like, deal with it, bitch. Or he was like, yeah, you're cute. Ha ha ha. Because he's drunk. He's on drugs. And so almost every female has been touched inappropriately. I've fucking been touched inappropriately at bars and clubs. I had a gay guy once grab my dick and I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh man, I'm just having a good time. I was like, bro, fucking, can you please not touch my fucking cock in public without consent? Jesus Christ, what the fuck, man? And like for females, they're just like, welcome to the club. You got groped. I guess literally, welcome to the club. In the club. Getting groped is like, I don't know. This sounds fucked up, but kind of almost like a rite of passage, rites of passage. It's something that most women have had happen. And if they haven't had that, which most have, they've at least had the guy who's like, "Ah, can I buy you a drink?" And she's like, "Oh, that's so sweet, but like, no, thank you." And he's like, "What's wrong with you, bitch?" And she's like, "What the fuck? Like, I was polite." Or she'll be, he'll be like, "Can I buy you a drink?" And she's like, "Oh, that's really sweet, but like, I actually have a boyfriend." And he's like, "Well, I'll buy you a drink anyway." Ha ha ha. And then he'll buy her a drink, and she'll be like, "Oh, okay, thank you." Like, because she doesn't want to be rude and say no. She already said no. I have a boyfriend. He didn't take the fucking hint. And so she'll take the drink. And then he'll just be like, "Sir, like, do you come here often?" And she'll be like, yeah, but like I said, I have a boyfriend. And he's like, "Why do you keep bringing up your boyfriend?" Ha. Like, he'll just keep persisting because he's been told, like, be persistent. If she has a boyfriend, you got to push through that shit. That's her just having her bitch shield up. And women get labeled as having a bitch shield in clubs. And like, yeah, some of them do. But a lot of that, or maybe all of that, comes from a fear of safety. The bitch shield didn't come first. Her negative reactions or negative experiences came first. And then, as an adaptation to that, she developed a bitch shield. She said, "I'm not going to talk to this guy if I'm not interested. I'll be a bit rude. I'll ignore him," and all of that. That usually comes after she's had some experiences. And that isn't to blame the men. People in clubs and bars again are fucking like drunk and on drugs. And obviously, like, maybe this goes without saying, but like, let's not touch people's tits or ass without asking them. But a lot of guys are wasted. They're on drugs. And like, I've been touched by women inappropriately as well. I have literally had girls grab my dick as well or grab my body and shit. And I'm like, hey, I'm not interested. And they're just drunk and they're like, ah, and they just keep doing it. And you're like, I literally just said, please don't touch me. And you keep fucking touching me. Like, at this point, that's like, we're past the point of consent. I said no. And so that's just kind of the environment, man. Like, and that isn't to like condone it. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying this so you can sort of start to understand it so you won't take it personally. Like, it's not a personal thing. It's not like a personal failing. Expert cheek clapper says maybe she was super autistic. Yeah, which happens too. Like, there's a lot of people with like social phobia or they just don't know how to communicate. And if you, a stranger, walk up to them and start talking to them, especially if you're trying to hit on them, for a lot of people, a lot of women, they shut down and they're just like, oh, fuck, like flight or or fight or freeze, and they freeze. And they're like, oh shit, what do I do? What do I say? Like, it's like their brain just empties out and there's nothing in their head. And they're like, I don't know what to say next. And I've had that even with seemingly confident women, like Molly, one of the women that I'm seeing right now. When I first hit on her, she later told me, "Hey, Andy, when you first hit on me, my brain shut down. I was not thinking rationally. Like, all I was thinking is, am I safe right now? Is he going to attack me? Like, what is happening right now? What is this? Oh my God, he told me I'm pretty. Does that mean he's hitting on me? Oh my fucking God, what's going on right now?" And she felt like she was several steps behind. And that happens with a lot of people. Like, you are literally a stranger talking to another stranger, and not everyone is like ready for a conversation, and not everyone is good at conversation. So it's definitely not personal. And you go on to say, yeah, I would have, like, as in you would have hit on her. Yeah, good job, dude. Then count that as like 3 approaches, man. Yeah, as Xander said, this is like basically an inescapable phenomenon of like doing this a lot. Yeah, 100%. You're literally meeting lots of strangers. Some of them have mental health like challenges or battles. Some of them are having a really bad day. Some of them just hate men. Like, you are literally, you guys, if you do enough approaches, you are literally going to talk to women that hate men. And they're usually, ironically, nice enough to not tell you. Like, they won't be like, go away, I fucking hate men. Like, but they'll just act a bit weird. Like, they won't answer you. They'll just point to the menu and wait for you to leave. Like, it'll be a bit awkward. And so that's like part of this process. Yeah. Expert cheek clapper says, I haven't been groped yet, but a girl reached over a table, squeezed my face, and said, "You have such a cute face. I'll remember that moment until I die." That's like wholesome. that's like wholesome. That's sweet. Yeah. People are definitely more honest in bars and clubs, or like the parts of like they're less inhibited because that's what alcohol does. It reduces your inhibitions. For any of you that don't know what alcohol does, it has several different functions, but the biggest function and the reason why most people use it is because it lowers your inhibitions, and you will do the things that you've wanted to do but you just couldn't do sober. That's why people use it as a social lubricant, because they're able to say things that they wouldn't normally say. They're able to relax and make jokes and stuff like that when normally they'd be too uptight. They're able to have sex and kiss each other and ask each other out when normally they'd be too scared to do that. So it's a social lubricant. It lowers the inhibitions. That also means that then some people will walk up to you and just grab your fucking dick or grab your butt or grab your tits and just be like, "Oh, you're hot." And they'll just start touching you. And you're like, would you ever do this sober in the middle of the street on the daytime? Like, you would get punched or some shit. And they're like, of course I wouldn't do that during the daytime. And then you're like, then why did you do it at the nighttime? And they're like, well, I don't know. There wasn't that part of my brain that said, don't do this. That's why people commit way more crime when drunk. It's not that they're a bad person. And it's not even that they secretly wanted to do that stuff while they were sober. Maybe a little part of them did. But it's that like alcohol basically removes the like prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for thinking about your decisions. It lowers that and makes you go, fuck it, man. Why wouldn't I grab someone? Why wouldn't I rob that 7-Eleven? Why wouldn't I punch that person who looked at me funny? Why wouldn't I kiss this girl? Why wouldn't I say, like, hey, you're hot. Can I get your number? Like, it helps you do, or makes you do, helps you do, I guess, the things that you wouldn't normally do. So it's one of those things that can be a beautiful tool. Like, alcohol serves a purpose for a lot of people. It can also become like maybe like a crutch, or it can become something where you're just like, yeah, reliant on it. Or it can sometimes make you do things that you would never normally do. Alex Zander. Alex, are you the Alex from the coaching program from like years ago? If so, hello, brother. If you're a different Alex, then hello as well. You say, I struggle with being authentic whenever talking to a woman within a social setting as compared to men. Though it's still a struggle no matter the gender. Yeah, and that's just a practice thing, bro. It's just a practice thing. Like, for a lot of guys, they think that they have to talk differently to women. And like, it sounds funny, but my go-to answer is usually just talk to women how you would talk to men. And then you're like, "What? Am I supposed to call her bro?" And it's like, you can. She'll probably giggle and find that funny, or she'll be like mildly confused or offended. In which case, stop calling her bro. But just talk to her the way that you would talk to your male friends. Like, it really isn't that different. I don't talk to my female friends any differently. Like, maybe the only thing that changes is I might be like I'll dial up the gentleness a little bit when I'm gonna say something. Like with men, I feel like I can be quite honest and blunt. But with women, I might dial up the niceness like 20%. So that's about the only difference. And even then, not necessarily. Like for a lot of my female friends, I just say, "Hey, can I be real with you for a second? Or can I be like blunt for a second?" And they'll like prepare themselves and they'll be like, "Okay." And then I'll just say the thing that I would normally say. Whereas with guys, I won't always say like, "Can I be blunt with you?" I'll just say the thing. That's about the only difference. Other than that, I just talk to women exactly the same way I talk to men. Like it's not really it doesn't have to be different. But the only reason that you struggle a little bit is because you just haven't practiced. Oh shit. Okay, you go on to say exactly what I just said. I hadn't read this message. This is perfect, man. You say, I have this instinct to walk on eggshells and I'm feeling a little too afraid to offend. I've been known as the quiet guy throughout my, I guess, life as a result. Yeah, so just do what I said. Say, like, hey, can I be blunt with you? Or hey, can I be honest with you? Um, Something else to think about, if you ever do offend someone, that is not the end of the story. That is not like game over. I've failed. It's all over. Holy shit. You can talk about it with them. And so sometimes you will offend. Yeah, I probably offend. No, I will actually say I probably offend men more than women. I think probably because I'm slightly, like, let's say 20% more gentle with women than men. And the things I talk about with men tend to be things where we have a big ego. Like a lot of you, maybe I'll say a lot of us, a lot of you guys, a lot of us have a very big ego when it comes to dating. And if I even very gently say, "Hey, man, like, you don't have to take it personally when a woman says no to you. Like, it's not a rejection, dude. She wasn't rejecting you. She was just declining your offer. You offered her something. She politely said, no, thank you. That's not a rejection. A rejection is if she looks you up and down and says, I reject you as a person. You are unworthy. You're disgusting. That's a rejection. But all she did was politely decline your offer. I will say that to men. So many guys get really offended by that, really pissed off, really like, fuck you. How can you say there's no rejection, man? You're ignoring my feelings. And I'm like, I didn't say any of that, man. I'm here for your feelings. Like, tell me how you're feeling. So I almost think that I offend men more than women without trying to be really gentle. I think it's just the nature of like what I'm talking about with most men. Um, but yeah, to get back to your point, even if you do offend someone, you can just talk about it with them. Like they'll look a bit hurt, and you'll go, "Oh, I didn't mean to say that in a clumsy way. Like I didn't mean to be so blunt. You know, I was trying to be nice. Like, are you okay? Like, how are you feeling?" And then they'll say, "Yeah, I just didn't like when you said that." And you're like, "That's fair enough. Like, do you want to talk about it? Like, how are you feeling?" Like, "Well, I just feel a bit hurt." And you're like, "Okay, well, like, tell me about that. Do you want to talk about how you're feeling hurt?" Like, you can just talk about it. And so it's not like game over, like, oh my God, I offended someone. Like, I think a lot of people are very afraid to be offended. Like, I think you probably know that. That's like a lot of people on the internet, a lot of people in life are very afraid of being offended. And then the corollary, I can never say this word, corollary, cor- the opposite, the flip side of that is then a lot of people become afraid of offending other people. And like that's kind of where you're at right now, where it's like, God, like everyone is, or a lot of people are sensitive, which, yes, human beings have egos and they are very fucking sensitive. We are very sensitive little creatures. We are delicate little flowers. We might all pretend that we have our shit together, but yeah, you say one little thing we don't like, and like it's like the whole world fell apart. Yes, humans are delicate little flowers, all of us, me included. And we're all just working on being more stoic. And so you are not irrational for being afraid to offend people because you're like, bro, it happens all the time. I don't even mean to do it. And people get offended. It's like, yeah, I know. Yes, I know. I put out content trying to help people, doing nothing but fucking loving you beautiful motherfuckers. And I will still have people that are offended all the time. And I'm like, I cannot be more gentle than I am. How many times do you need me to tell you that I love you and this is coming from a good place and I want the best for you? Like, I could say that until the cows come home and someone will still be offended because I used the word fuck one time in a video or something. Or I swore, I once had someone who was watching one of my BDSM videos and they said down the bottom, you swore too much in this video. This is not the kind of video. Like I realized that I can't watch this when my kids are around. And I literally replied and I was like, please do not be watching my fucking BDSM videos when your kids are around. What in the shit fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Please don't do that. And so people will be offended on a BDSM video if I swear. And so, yeah, I fully understand, man, that you're trying not to offend people, but hang on, that's my alarm going off. Let me turn that off for a second. Thank you, Mr. Alarm. Yeah, I fully understand that you're not meaning to offend people, but it will happen. And so a big part of this is just embracing the fact that you accidentally are going to offend people. It's just going to happen. It's absolutely fucking going to happen. Be okay with that, accept that, and then realize that it's not all over just because you offended someone. You can talk. Like you're still on the same team as them. Just because someone's offended, even if they might then start treating you like the enemy a little bit, like they start getting defensive, and defense is the first act of war. It's like they don't trust you anymore. And you're like, I didn't do anything. I accidentally offended you, and all of a sudden you're acting like this, like I'm some big terrorist or I'm Hitler or something. Like it feels like they're going to war with you, or it feels like they get angry at you. They're still on your team. They're just a little bit hurt, and you can still work with them. And you don't have to, but like I've just found that I've offended so many people, and then we talk about it, and then they're no longer offended. Even some of you guys in the chat. I know some of you in the chat have been offended at me or by me because you've written like slightly annoyed comments to me, and I'm just gentle with you, and I sit with you, and I say it's okay that you're feeling like this, and then we become friends again. I've had coaching clients that have literally said to me, I'm really pissed off at you right now, Andy. And I'm like, you're allowed to be pissed off. Let's talk about it. And they're like, I don't want to talk about it. And I'm like, well, look, man, I'm going to do a better job as your coach if we talk about this. Let's talk about it. And then we talk about it and we resolve it and we see eye to eye again. And then they usually say, like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, bro, don't be sorry for your fucking feelings. You don't have to apologize to me, dude. Like, I appreciate you being honest with me. Thank you for telling me you were pissed off. We fixed it. We move on and we keep going. So, yeah, being offended does not like mean that something bad happened. All right, Brady, you handsome fuck. How are we going to fix this, brother? You say that your messages keep getting deleted. You have screenshots. Let me scroll through, dude, because like I can show you guys my screen and show you what's on the screen. I just can't see any of your messages. Wait, I can see you saying hi. Did that show up? Yes, it did. I mean, okay, Brady, I'm going to do this in a funny way. I've made you a moderator. I've made you a moderator in the channel. Please don't abuse your powers. Let's see if that fixes it. Does that make any difference whatsoever? But yeah, the only messages that I can see you have typed here today, I mean, I guess I can just show you. I can show you guys what's on the screen. The only messages that I can see you have typed today is like hi, and then hey Andy, none of my messages are like showing up. But we'll get this sorted for you, brother. No man left behind, gents. If one of you can't post, the entire chat needs to stop until we fix it. So let me hide all the shit on the screen. So Brady, this is all that I can see that you've posted today. First message was hi with a little like let the force be with you, or the little Star Trek thing, whatever that one is. And then this. That's all I can see from you, brother. You're now a moderator. So I think if I refresh, your last post will show up. You're a moderator, so we'll see if that fixed it. But yeah, brother, there's like nothing else I can see from you. Lol, let me try again. I can also see other messages you sent the other day, brother. But yeah, try posting again. What were you saying? Were you saying some wild shit? Like, what were you typing to us? What's not showing up? Are you telling us some like Mein Kampf stuff, dude? You telling us like Hitler did nothing wrong? Like, what's not showing up, brother? Not to blame the victim or something, but what on earth were you typing in the chat? Guys, he's probably been typing some wild shit. That's why his messages don't show up. He's been telling us women suck. Women suck. Okay, that showed up. Your last message showed up. Did making you a moderator fix it? If so, cool. We did it. I kind of I don't mind you being a moderator, but like that doesn't seem like a very good fix if it happens to someone else. I have to make, and also all the rest of you don't just start saying like, hey, my messages are not showing up. Can you make me a moderator? Suddenly we have like 50 moderators in the freaking stream. But there you go, man. I think it's working now. All right. So your question is, Andy, as a fellow content creator, any tips or advice? Can you take a look at my vids, please? I'm in a way different lane than you, comedy, but I respect any opinion or wisdom. Yeah, you got to give us a. Do you want me to just click on your? I'm assuming you're messaging through your YouTube channel right now on the stream. When I click your name, nothing shows up. Is it just Brady Hold on YouTube, brother? If so, we're all going to check him out. We're all going to watch him together. We're all going to have a big giggle over Brady fucking Hold together. We'll give him feedback. What do you mean, maybe? You little cock tease. Don't cock tease us. What's your channel? Brother, you can't say, look at my channel, and then, like, is this your channel? Maybe. Little bitch. What do we got? All right, last upload 1 year ago. Okay, so you're doing shorts. You're a shorts man. He likes the shorts, boys. Playing heads up with my homie. Is that a sex thing? How about I leave the comedy to you, brother? How about I leave the comedy to you? Okay, guys. So I'm gonna play. We'll play one short from Brady. We'll see how it goes. We'll tell him if we laughed or not. Can you guys tell me? I mean, whatever. I'll play the video. Tell me if you can actually hear the audio. I'm not sure if audio works without me having to do something. But we are gonna watch one of Brady's videos, guys. All right. What do you got for us, big boy?
Hey guys, I'm gonna play a game of heads up with my homie. I gotta guess the word.
All right, I got it. So I lived in New York for my whole life, so I never had a...
Dad.
Wrong. It's a 3-letter word.
Mom.
Wrong again. My mom actually just got hit by one last week.
Dad again.
No, I live in one.
Car.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hey guys.
This is why YouTube doesn't show your fucking comments, Brady. This is... I hope you guys could hear the audio on that. Tell me if you guys could hear the audio on that. That was... So I wasn't entirely in the wrong vein when I said, are you saying some Mein Kampf Hitler shit? Brady, this is why YouTube doesn't want to show your comments, brother. Mad respect for you guys to be able to just like push through the fucking racial tension in America, especially your mate who's black. Sorry, African American. Sorry, whatever word I have to say. But being serious, dude, that was funny. That was actually fucking funny. That was so insanely inappropriate, which is like part of my favorite type of humor. That was good. Am I supposed to give you tips on that? What tips do you want me to give? That was funny as fuck, man. Do more of that shit. If you want an actual answer, okay, let's give you an actual answer. Upload more. Like, upload more. Do some videos if you want. Like, I don't know what format you have for your videos. Like, you could do some React stuff. Is that what you have been doing? Wait, is this you? You got your own, you had your own show. What is this shit? Dude, this is cool.
Stupid News Live. Here's some more news. This week, South Korea has banned the eating of dogs. You can't eat dogs there anymore? South Korea, more like North Korea. You can't eat dogs in South Korea anymore, but don't worry, it's still 100% legal to have sex with dogs in South Korea.
I enjoy, man. Okay, my advice is going to be upload more. Like, you're just probably not uploading as much as you could be. Like, pump out more of this shit. Yeah, like the guy said, good humor. Amazing. This shit's pretty funny, man. I love racist jokes with my brown friends. Dude, Indian people are like the funniest people for racist jokes, and Chinese people. It actually creates more peace and less racism. Yeah, 100%. If you can start to laugh at yourself, as long as the jokes aren't like actually like full of hate, like you get the sense that the person really loves you when they're making the joke, and the person is laughing with you, not like, you know, at you, then yeah, like humor is like a great way to dissolve the ego, dissolve like tension between people, because you're basically laughing with your friends. So Brady, yeah, advice, upload more, dude. Like way more. Like you're just not super consistent right now. That would be my answer. Like how often are you posting your shorts? Let me have a look. Because your videos, you're like your full length videos you haven't done for quite a while. What about shorts? When did you last do a short? 3rd of December. So you're pumping out a bit of content. 2nd of December. Yeah, you're pumping out a bit, brother. I would just post more, dude. Yeah. looks like you're posting quite often on your shorts at least. Do some videos if you want to, but like the answer for a lot of this, like for content creation, my answer for basically everyone is going to be do more. Same as like approaching, like really, really, really general advice. If any of you say to me like, hey man, like I'm having some success with approaching, can you give me some tips? It's like, go do it more. But I'm doing a lot, man. It's like, I know, go do double. And if you struggle to do double what you're currently doing, just work up to that, but aim to do double and do it in a way where you're not struggling and suffering and all of that, but like do more. And so I would definitely say that to you. If you haven't already seen them, man, if you go onto my YouTube channel and just search for the word content, I have like 3 videos that are pretty relevant to this where I've literally done like a content guide. So this one here is called My Ultimate Guide to Starting a Business, Content Creation. Like it's literally a guide. And then this one here, How to Grow Your Audience and Build a Community, Content Creation Guide. You probably don't care so much about the community. No, you will care about like the community and an audience and stuff like that. So that will help. And then this one here, I did 365 pieces of content in 365 days. That will help. So yeah, I would just go through those 3 videos. They'll help a little bit. But my answer is always going to be do more. And if you're doing a lot, like if you feel like you're stretched thin, find ways to make your current content more efficient, like ways to make it easier. So for me, something that I do is like whenever I record a video, I record 2 videos at the same time because that's easier. I've found that recording outside for me feels really easy and peaceful because I'm sitting in the sun, I'm surrounded by like nature and stuff like that. So that's why you'll see a lot of the content on my channel recently has been me sitting in a park because I find that easier than sitting here in this apartment. Like right now I'm by myself. There's like no one here. It feels kind of like I'm stuck inside a little bit. So going outside helps me. So find ways to make your content more efficient. But yeah, I would just do more, man. Your shit's good. Like there's nothing I would change. Maybe you could make the audio slightly better so you could get a better microphone, but that's me just like grasping at straws trying to give you some suggestion of what to do better. But really what I would say is your content's good, man. I would just do more. And sometimes people will ask me like for feedback, like especially with approaching, and you'll say like, hey, what can I do better? And then you'll show me or tell me everything you're doing. And I'm like, not really anything, man. Like I can give you some feedback because I know you want feedback. What can I do better? But sometimes the answer is just you're on the right path. Keep going. Like just wait. Like keep taking action and just wait, and your YouTube channel will build. Like that's all I've done, man. I just did 1,100 videos, and like you guys are here now. Like I just did a lot. Like I did this video recently called "Stop Calling Me the Best Coach." You guys are the ones that do the work. And in that video, I literally said, I'm not a good coach. I'm not a good YouTuber. I'm just consistent. If I'm nothing if not consistent. I've done a lot of content over like 6 years at this point, and you motherfuckers have just gone, wow, this guy's like always here. This guy won't leave. He's like awkwardly always on my YouTube feed. Fine, I'll click on some of his videos. Oh wow, he's like constantly always trying to help me feel better and be better and achieve more and all of that. Fine, I'll keep watching him. He can be a source of like comfort for me, I guess. And so there is something to be said about consistency. There's this video that I watched a couple of days ago. I actually do want to find it for you, man, because it was really helpful. So I'm going to go through my history and find it for you. And it was basically this guy who interviews like super famous like YouTubers. Like he interviews like Mr. Beast and Ryan Trahan, like the motherfuckers with like 100 million subscribers and shit like that. And he did this little like questionnaire. He's done a few of them. And one of the questions that he asked was like, how do you build a YouTube channel? Like what would you say is the number one thing that has made you successful that other people can follow? And the number one thing they all sort of, or a lot of them said, was consistency. So there you go. I put it in the chat. I've put that link in the chat, Brady. I'll show you the video. It's by a guy called Tyler Talks. And the video was just called, I sent a survey to every YouTuber. So that's the video. I sent a survey to every YouTuber and just asked them a bunch of questions. So that will help as well. But yeah, consistency, man. But your stuff's good. Sometimes I do 15-second movie reviews too. That'd be funny. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just branch out and try different styles of content, experiment, see what you enjoy, see what the audience likes. It's kind of a little bit of a give and take with the audience. Like, do they like this? Do people enjoy it? And then do I enjoy making it? Both of those things are things I would think about. Like I would never recommend any of you just make content only for the audience because you'll burn out and you'll be like, this sucks. You almost get a resentment of like, why the hell am I doing this? I'm not having fun. I'm just doing what they want me to do or what they click on. And then the opposite as well. If you only do stuff that you only care about and everybody else is kind of just like, I don't really like this. Even if you keep it up for like 6 months, if you do it for 6 months and like literally nobody's watching because everyone's just like, this sucks, then I would probably start to ask the audience a little bit like, hey, is there some different style that you guys would enjoy? It's like a little bit of like a community collaboration. Like I cover a lot of the topics that you guys ask me to. And then I also cover a lot of the topics that I want to cover. Like I do a lot of videos where I'm just like, this is going to sound funny, but I'm almost thinking like, I don't give a fuck if you guys like this or not. I'm just like, I want to talk about this, bitches. You're either going to sit there and listen to it or you're not. I don't care. And some of those videos get like 100 views, like which, you know, for me is like very little on my channel, where it's like, generally speaking, you guys just like don't really care about that topic. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like I did a 3-part series about Mother Teresa and how Mother Teresa wants you to get laid more. And like I went through every Mother Teresa quote that I really like, and I talked about how it applies to getting laid, which is funny because she was a virgin and like all practiced like chastity and all of that. And like that was me just having some fun with like something I wanted to talk about, Mother Teresa. And like that video those 3 videos got very little views, but I had so much fun making them. And for those of you that watched, I don't know, it was hilarious as hell. Like this guy's talking about Mother Teresa and Mother Teresa wanted us to get some pussy. Are you serious? Like it was great. Mr. 3447 says, I know that feeling. Creating for yourself is good too. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah. So you can do a bit of both. I say this with approaching and dates and stuff as well. Like a lot of the time you guys will ask the question, what do I talk about on a date? And my favorite answer is talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. Like talk about what excites you, what brings you some joy, and then see how the other person responds to that. Cam has the exact same advice. His advice for making friends or going on a date is just try talking about a bunch of different things that you care about. And 1 or 2 of those things, hopefully, the other person will go, oh, wow, that's exciting. Tell me more. And then boom, that's the thing you guys talk about. So you're kind of throwing out a bunch of different topics and saying, does she care about this? Does she care about this? Could we connect on this? Could we connect on that? And a lot of that stuff, no, like there just won't be a connection there. Like you might start talking about Dungeons and Dragons or some shit. And she's just like, I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't care. And then you start talking about space or some shit. And she's like, oh, do you mean like black holes? And you're like, yeah, bitch, like, let's talk about this. And then she gets excited. So you just kind of throw out a few different things, but you're basically going on the date to have fun in yourself and then see if she wants to come along for the ride. And that doesn't mean completely ignore what she wants to talk about and neglect her. I'm not saying that, but go on the date with the mindset of like, I'm here to have fun. And I'm putting my hand out to you and inviting you to take my hand and have fun with me. Do you want to have fun with me? But even if you don't have fun, I don't care. I'm going to be here having fun. Same with your approaches. Walk up to each woman with the mindset of like, you know, rather than I really hope she likes me or I hope she doesn't reject me, which is what most guys think. I hope this doesn't go too badly. It's like, fuck that, bro. We can do better than that. Walk up with the mindset of I'm going to have fun. I'm going to make her smile, or I'm going to try to. Maybe I'll throw in some jokes or a little bit of teasing, or we'll have a bit of fun with this, but I'm going to have fun. And even if she says to me, no, thanks, I'm not interested, then I'll be like, sweet, cool, thanks for the conversation, and I'll leave. Or if she says I have a boyfriend, then I'll be like, beautiful, that makes me happy. I hope you and your boyfriend are happy together. Like I'm trying to have fun, and I'm just going to spread that positivity and those good vibes with other people. Expert Cheek Clapper says, nah, man, always be a Mother Teresa in the sheets. She knew her shit. Stop. No, she was a pure, chaste, beautiful woman. Okay, while we're talking about this, while we're disrespecting an entire, sainthood and a religion, and by the way, no disrespect to any religion. I hope that's clear. Sometimes I will make a little religious joke and I'll be like very gentle with it. And I've noticed that's a topic that feels very like sensitive to people's hearts. And I'll make a joke and then someone will be like, how can you say that you're a compassionate person, Andy, and you care about people if you're making a joke about Jesus? And it's like, motherfucker, have you read the Bible? Jesus was a funny prick. Jesus was saying like wild shit, like, yo, hey, like everyone's throwing stones at this woman who didn't committed adultery or some shit. Jesus is like, oh, you little fucking shits. Which one of you hasn't sinned? Put your hand up now, motherfucker. You throw rocks at this one. Whichever one of you hasn't sinned, you can cast the first stone, you fucking hypocrites. And he probably had a giant smile on his face. Or his saying where he's like, hey, rather than pointing out the splinter in your brother's eye, fix the log in your eye. How is that anything but funny? Like, Jesus was wild as shit with some of the shit that he said. And I think people take it really seriously and they're like, oh, Jesus was this like really uptight guy. Nah, man, I reckon Jesus was this little funny hippie who used to go around with a smile on his face. Every single like enlightened or like Buddhist or like peaceful person is funny as fuck. Like, they just have so many jokes because you stop taking yourself so seriously. You stop taking life so seriously. You still care deeply about people and about humanity and about love and all of that. But you realize like the humor in being alive. So I reckon Jesus was an absolute funny man. And on that note, here's the question I got for all of you. Do you guys reckon Jesus would have got mad pussy? Like, could you imagine walking around being this like mystic guru who's like dropping these nuggets of wisdom on people? You know, he's just like absolutely dropping these gold nuggets on people. He's like super popular. Like, everyone is like, man, like the Bible talks nonstop about like he would walk into a city and all the children would run to him and be like, oh my God, it's him. It's the Messiah. It's that weird hippie, you know, fucking Jewish guy. He's cool. Even the people that were supposed to not like him, like the Samaritans, like he met some woman at a well and he was like, hey, can you pour me a drink? And she's like, but I'm a Samaritan. And like, they're supposed to be the enemies of like the Jews and stuff. And he's like, bitch, I'm thirsty. Daddy thirsty. Can you please get me some water? And she was like, oh, okay. Like, dude, I reckon this guy must have been so, I mean, he was popular. Bro, and he's like dishing out like wine and bread and shit to people. He would have been the life of the party. He would have parties, or like, I guess, dinner, whatever you want to call it. They would break bread. They would sit down at the table together. He was like famous for just, I mean, half of the Bible is talking about, hey, he would just sit down with anyone. He would sit down with tax collectors who at that time were just absolutely hated. He would sit down with prostitutes. Come on. Come on. Like, this boy must have just had some wild parties in his time. Like, imagine a bunch of like misfits and like sinners, and he's just like not judging them. He's like, nah, you guys and girls are good. Like, you know, God loves you. It's all good. I love you. Like, it's all good, boys and girls. We're all going to sit down and break bread. He would have had some wild parties. Wild parties. Expert cheek clapper says, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Mother Teresa. No, that is not a Mother Teresa quote, you little shit. Stop disrespecting my beautiful Mother Teresa. I'm obviously joking. Yeah, she probably did say that. She might have said that. She probably would have laughed if you said that she said that. Actually, so while we're talking about people being funny, Mother Teresa was a funny bitch. She had some funny fucking jokes. Like, there's a couple of jokes where she talks about Jesus. God, let me find the jokes. Because she's got one where she would always say, like, Mother Teresa. God, these jokes are all about Mother Teresa. No. I want the quotes from her. Because she talked about how Jesus was her spouse. And she would say, like, you know, Jesus loves me and, you know, he's my spouse. I just wish he wasn't such a demanding one. It's something like that. I got to find these quotes. She had so many little jokes. Yeah, I can't find them now. But she would literally say, like, Jesus is my spouse. I just wish he wasn't such a demanding one. She had so many little fucking jokes like that. Brady says, I must exit to do some writing and hit an open mic later. Absolute legend. Thanks for all the advice. It was an honor being a mod. Yep. You even have a little icon next to your name now, brother. And your name shows up in blue for me. Like, it shows up special. If any of the rest of you want to be special, if you feel a bit left out, you can just let me know. And I can make you a mod as well. Unless you guys have any questions, I feel like I'm a little tired. There's less of you that have come today because I started this an hour earlier. I bet you a bunch of people come in the next 5 minutes because this is the time we normally start right now. But let's start wrapping up. If you guys have any quick questions, feel free to throw them there in the chat and I'll answer them. I'm going to finish with a speech. I actually meant to say this at the start of the stream, but I forgot to say it. So I wrote a little speech for all of you because yesterday, one of the guys in the chat, I can't remember his name, was saying that he was thinking about applying for the coaching program, but he just didn't know if now was the right time, right? And I basically said on the stream, Look, dude, you want to sign up? Hell yeah, I'll change your life, all that shit. If you don't want to sign up, absolutely beautiful. That's fine. And I've every now and then had some of you like either email me or you write it as a comment or you put it in the chat or something. And you basically say, like, I feel a bit guilty that I can't give you money. I think one of the guys that came on yesterday for the free coaching, the guy that was in the car, I forgot your name, my friend. Sorry. But I think it was you, or maybe it was the other guy who said, oh, I feel a bit bad that I don't have any money right now. I want to make this clear. So let me read out this little speech that I wrote for all of you. Hey guys, I want to say something real quick, especially for the men who've told me that they feel guilty, that they can't donate or they can't join coaching right now. Please hear this. You don't owe me money at all. You don't owe me anything. You being here, honestly, that's enough. Your vulnerability, your honesty, your willingness to show up, that matters way more to me than a payment ever could. And I'm obviously grateful for the payments as well. I don't sit here thinking, damn, I hope this guy gives me money. I sit here thinking, how can I love this guy? How can I help him suffer less? How can I listen to him? I have more than enough money. I have more than enough love. I have more than enough energy. If you're struggling, I can sit with you with your pain without you needing to reimburse me for it. You don't need to pay me back for being human with me. Guilt is transactional. Love is not. So instead of guilt, can we just focus on love? Can we focus on the gratitude that we get to share this weird little corner of the internet together? Can we focus on the fact that you're not alone and you don't need to earn your right to be here with us? Money is optional. Human connection isn't. I'm glad you're here. Even if you never spend a single cent on me for your entire goddamn life, I am still glad that you're here. Yeah. So that's my little speech. Thank you for letting me read that out, you absolute legends. Maybe I'll do that as a separate video at some point. Maybe I don't need to, but yeah, I want to make it really clear that you guys like don't owe me anything. I appreciate your honesty. Like, I appreciate that you guys are so honest and vulnerable and real and raw and that you share your shit with me. Like, I appreciate that a hell of a lot. If you want to give me money, you're more than welcome to. If you want to donate, you can do that. If you want to fucking PayPal me some money, if you want coaching, like all of that, I'll always be appreciative of course. And the coaching is how I'm able to do this. But like, I make more than enough. And if you guys don't have money or you don't want to spend it on me, like it's your money, you definitely don't have to feel guilty. All right, Xander says, I'm starting to fear that you've given me all the practical advice reapproaching that you can give me, Andy. Maybe. We can always give more advice, man. Like, we can get, plus, no, yesterday we gave you advice, man. I said, work on the piece, like take a deep breath before every approach, and that will make you a bit less anxious, which will make a massive difference. Like, you came across as a little anxious when you came on the camera yesterday. And again, maybe that's a little unfair because you were literally having tech issues and in front of an audience and you'd never done something like that before. But like, you're probably, or I'm going to make an assumption that you're a little bit like that with women in person. So that's the practical advice I would work on. And then the second piece is I would work on celebrating yourself, like giving yourself a pat on the back for all the approaches you've done, because that will motivate you to do more. So those are my two practical pieces of advice for you. And then on top of that, like, yeah, we can give you little bits of advice of like, hey man, try making a bit more jokes or try flirting, like stuff like that. But I would focus on the first two things I said first. I think they will make a big difference for you. Focus on being more peaceful, like taking a deep breath before every approach, just like chilling the fuck out a bit and slowing down your speech. Like, that's the practical advice, dude. Slow down your speech a little bit when you talk to a woman. Like, do the things that help you relax. You said, yeah, I know. I tried taking a second to relax before each approach. Fucking legend. You can also do it in the moment, by the way. You can like slow down your speech, deep breathe, and all of that shit. Mike said, I don't know. I think I have a ton of theory and no practical experience. So yeah. And so this is a big part of why I don't like talk just about the theory shit or like the like, hey, here's what to text her or here's what to say to her. I did a video on this, man. I will show it on the screen because I think this video is like very helpful. It was called something like most people teach you the ABCs, but I teach you to write poetry. And when I say the ABCs, I mean like the beginner basic shit. Like, here's what to text her. Here's what to say. So this video here, the one with the cute girl. Who am I talking cute? She fucking sexy. She a little sexy lady. This sexy lady here. And then that guy there. It's called poetry. Just search for the word poetry on my channel. And I talk about, yeah, like, I try not to give you guys too much of the beginner advice. I will answer your beginner questions always. And then I will start teaching you to write poetry. So when I say write poetry, I mean the deeper shit. Like getting laid is great and fun. Or like, what do I text this girl to go on a date? It's like, cool, you went on a date. That's amazing. Let's celebrate that. That's amazing. But do you like yourself? And then you're like, whoa, hold up, Andy. What do you mean, do I like? I thought I was just here to get pussy. And it's like, yeah, but do you like who you are as a human being? Do you feel masculine? Do you feel safe in your manliness? Do you feel safe in your manhood? Do you feel like you absolutely are okay if she doesn't want to fuck you, or will you fall apart? Like that deeper shit is the shit that will bring you longer term happiness. And that is the stuff I'm referring to when I call it poetry. Like, I want to teach you guys to build an awesome life. I want you guys to have the most amazing life of all time. Like, getting laid is like wonderful. It's beautiful. But there's even deeper stuff underneath that we can do as well. So, yeah. Phoenix says, sup. Hello, my friend. We're about to finish up. You came right at the end. Hi. So, Mike, I put the link there in the chat to that video, the poetry video. Xander says, at some point, you got to bite the bullet, muster your courage, and actually go out and start cold approaching Mike. Yeah. And if you're scared to do it, Mike, you can do the baby steps. I don't know if you've seen my approach anxiety program. There's a video on my channel. Just search on my channel for like approach anxiety program. I won't show it on the screen, but I literally talk about like how to start this process. If you're too scared to just walk up to a woman and be like, hi, like, you're pretty, can I go out with you? If you're too scared to do that, I have an approach anxiety program that walks you through the beginner steps. So just search on my channel for that. Phoenix says, damn, I had something to talk about and thought you started to. Yeah. So brother, today we started 1 hour earlier. It will probably only be today. I'm just looking at my calendar. I don't think there's any other days where I'm going to do this. Like, it was basically only today, man. Just because I got a coaching call, and this is the last coaching call with this client that I have. Like, he's finished up his 12 weeks of coaching, and he and I normally have long ass coaching sessions, dude. Like, our coaching calls go for like 2 or 3 hours. So I wanted to start this one early so I could finish a little early and have a bit of a break. Like, I'm going to finish up now so I can have a little bit of time to myself before I sit down with him. So whatever you had to talk about, bring it tomorrow, man. Just dump it in the chat and we'll have a big chat. You can maybe even come on the stream if you want to. But yeah. Yeah, so bring this tomorrow, dude. I got tons to say on this question. You're talking about how I didn't know I could be young and rich until I wasn't young anymore. Now I feel like I wasted my life and then I gave everything I'm willing to give. Yeah, like, that's a big topic. We're not going to cover that now, man. Bring that tomorrow and we'll have a big chat about it. I promise. So yeah, you guys are doing awesome. You're all amazing. I kind of want to finish with a stupid fucking meme. I'm going to show you guys a meme on the screen. I told you guys that I got all these little memes. I got ChatGPT to help me write some memes. I got it to go through my entire website and be like, oi, like, can you help write some memes based on the topics that you know I cover? I really like this one. Men, when they finally talk about their feelings for the first time. Bro, why am I crying in 4K? Hashtag very relatable. All right, guys, let's throw some salutes in the chat. Let's exit out and get the fuck out of here and go about our days. Throw a bunch of salutes in the chat. You are all absolute legends. Appreciate you all. Xander, thanks as always. Thanks to you, brother. I appreciate you all being here. So yeah, tomorrow starts at normal time. So tomorrow we will be starting at literally the exact time that it is right this second, right this millisecond right now is when we will be starting tomorrow. All right, guys. Adios. You're all legends. I appreciate you all so much. Now, if you're inexperienced, maybe you're even a virgin, you've probably been sitting around trying really hard to lose it and give yourself that beautiful, amazing sex life that you've always wanted. It's time to actually do this thing for real. Here's just a little taste of some of what we've helped our inexperienced clients achieve. Theo lost his virginity, had a bunch of sex, and even participated in an orgy. Ed was a 31-year-old virgin with extreme erectile dysfunction. He's since gone on to have a wildly abundant sex life and is now a coach alongside me in our coaching program. We helped Ravi lose his virginity at age 30 and go on to build the type of amazing sex life he never dreamed was possible. Jeff hadn't had sex in 9 years and ended up having sex within just 5 weeks of coaching. No matter what your experience level, if having more sex and having more wildly abundant, awesome, amazing sexual experiences with your intimate partner is something that's important to you, let us help. That's what we're here for. There's a link in the description below to the coaching. Click that and come and join us. But I promise you, if these clients can do it, you absolutely sure as hell can too.